Hello and welcome back to Looking Past. In today's video, I want to discuss Battlefield 1. In the background, there are some highlights from my time on the game. Just a quick note, you can tell I like the heavy bomber, so you've been warned. It's 100% my favourite Battlefield 1 from the franchise, but why? So, Battlefield 1 came out on the 21st of October 2016. Just to put that into some perspective, that is over 8 years ago. That is mad to say. Despite this though, it's one of the most gorgeous looking games and still holds up to this day. The gritty detail of World War I warfare stands out. From the landscape, the surrounding smoke fog of war, the sound design, the soldier voiceovers, the movement, destruction, music, graphics, and even just the small little details of particles of the explosions. It is simply one of the best feeling and looking FPS games ever. This is the result of developers having time and passion for the game they're working on. It's a rare occurrence, but explains why newer games on newer technology are vastly inferior. Amazingly for an 8-year-old game, the graphical detail still holds up well to this day. When it came out, it was the best-selling Battlefield title of all time. Let's not also forget that it was riding on the wave of the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare downfall. To put it simply, it was the perfect storm, the perfect conditions for a masterpiece to come out. I think the feel of the game is what makes it so great. The environmental details are just unmatched to any other game I've played. Seeing a tank plough through a building and accurately crumble to how and where it was hit will never not be impressive. Or when the bombs going off everywhere, airships and planes dropping down and it completely alters the look of the map because of the blasted mud, rubble and debris everywhere. This game is genuinely still a technical marvel. It also had one of the best release trailers that any game has ever had that I remember watching, with the Seven Nation Army song in the background, and I was thinking this is exactly the type of game and feeling that I wanted. It matched what people were crying out for at the time, a gritty and realistic experience recreated on a stunning engine from Frostbite. Great maps, well enough balanced weapons and classes, great game modes that actually worked with those maps and classes, and all the cosmetics actually made sense for the period the game was set in. Not all these battle passes and things that we have today. The map spanned from trench warfare we typically associated with the conflict with the likes of Nivelle Knights, St. Quentin Scar and Passchendaele to old imperial forts and idyllic alpine regions of the Monte Grappa. Argonne Forest and Aki Barbar, meanwhile, were tight infantry-only affairs where sometimes it felt like you were clambering over bodies to get to your objective, a perfect embodiment of why certain French soldiers referred to the Great War as marmalade. This referred to the pulversing effect that artillery rockets and the general brutality of trench warfare had on the human body. To put it simply, it's truly a gem of a game. Admittedly, there was a time where the Hellriegel was a bit overpowered, but that was a reward for hitting level 10 for the assault class. There's nothing more satisfying than ending people with the Martini Henry. Battlefield 1 stands out from its more recent predecessors thanks to its outstanding selection of World War I weapons. While Battlefield 4's arsenal suffered a bit from having too many samey firearms and overwhelming amount of attachments, Battlefield 1's collection of SMGs, LMGs, rifles, carbines and sidearms are distinct, they're varied and customizable just about where it matters. The old-timey charm and weightiness of each one also lends to a lot to the look of the feel of the chaotic multiplayer. Another bit I'd like to discuss is the Operations game mode. So this was a new game mode that came in. It's my favourite game mode to this day. It allowed for some serious XP bonuses and KDs. It combined large-scale, long-term intensity of conquest with the close quarters action of rush. Having specialists in the map to play also added to the maps as well. I don't think I've had as much fun on any game as I have had on Battlefield 1. The subsequent game, Battlefield 5, felt like a very big graphical downgrade to me. The new lighting system just didn't match Battlefield 1's realistic visuals and setting, and something about the later Battlefields just doesn't hit the same as Battlefield 1. And don't get me started on the customization for Battlefield 5. You want a game to feel real, and that's what Battlefield 1 did for me. It felt like it was real gritty, in the trenches, warfare. I hope that Battlefield 1 servers continue to be populated and people continue to play and enjoy what is a masterpiece of a game. Something that will stay with me forever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.